Well, I just had a pretty rough hour this afternoon with God. God got on the internet, and I think it was YouTube, and he got into a conversation, a real-time conversation, comment for comment and exchange, with a Muslim. And God was trying to convince the Muslim that he was not, that Islam was not the true religion, that the God was not the true religion, and it's a fake religion. And the Muslim just couldn't be convinced otherwise. And when the conversation started out, I didn't want to be any part of it. I walked in the other room, and God's at my computer terminal, and he's responding to this Muslim with comments of his own, and I hear the keyboard going very slowly. And then it just dawns on me, God has never taken a typing class. I mean, I guess that figures. I just clack, and then about 10, 12 seconds, 15 seconds later, clack, next another key's punched, another letter. And I think, I know what's going to happen here. And yeah, a few minutes later, I get this call, Prophet, I need you. So I come in here and I sit at my computer terminal, and God and I are reading what this Muslim says. And the Muslim says that Allah is the true God. And God, of course, responds, no, he's not. I'm the true God. And the Muslim says, you offend me. And God says, well, you offend me. And I'm God, so my being offended is maybe more valid. And then God asked the person, what makes you think that your God is the true God? Right there in your book, your holy book, the Quran, it talks about Adam. And we all know that Adam is a fictitious character, that the theory of evolution, and God has me type this down in a comment, we all know that the theory of evolution disproves the whole concept of Adam. And then God tells me to say in the comment, I actually devised the concept of evolution. And God's told me that before. And I mean, that's God's go-to thing. Is Adam in the Quran and the Bible are both, of course, not true. They've been disproven, and yet God, the real God, the God for whom I'm a prophet, says that he devised the concept of evolution. I mean, that's game, set, and matched in God's mind. I kind of told God, I said, take it easy. It's not that easy. And the Muslim his return comment was, the theory of evolution has too many holes. It isn't true. And God told me, he said, the theory of evolution is something I devised, and it's something that has been proven by constant scientific study for a century. And the Muslim just writes back, no, it has too many flaws. There's even a missing link. So I'm telling God, this isn't going to work. This guy, his mind is closed. He's Muslim. It's his religion. Allah's the God. You're out of luck. I told God, I said, I think you're going to be out of luck. This is just how this works. This is how religion works on the mind. Now, God's starting to get this idea, And God says to this Muslim through a comment, which I'm typing, he says, you do know that there's no evidence of any miracles. And you know why? Because I don't do miracles. I'm not a magic man. That's what God has me write in this comment. So I type it out and hit the send and send it, and there it is. The comment appears under this YouTube video. And the Muslim writes back, if miracles don't happen today, they once did, because Allah made them happen. And God just rolls his eyes and he just groans, and I know God's getting tired of this. He said, and God tells me to type out, prayers are not answered. No prayers are answered. You can't give me any evidence that any prayer has ever been answered. Why is that? And then question mark, and then God says, because I don't listen to prayers. And God has me write that whole thing out in the comment. Now, the Muslim responds, prayers were once answered. Now we say our prayers to praise Allah. Well, God's sitting right next to him and he's going nuts. He's saying, can't this guy think? And I said, it's religion. So there's really nothing exactly like thinking involved. And God sort of groaned and said, okay, whatever, I'm out of here. Poof, and he's gone. And, which it didn't really bother me because he was frustrated and everything. And what can you do? I've tried to tell God that, when it comes to religion, evidence and showing people that religions aren't right, that they're erroneous, doesn't do you any good. There's always an excuse.